Morning. We had to change the schedule up a little bit just because I'm talking to. Simple enough, man. What are y'all are into some weird shit? What it is, man? Yeah, and we're going to sift through this. I think every time I hear y'all say that these people only care about money. I'm sorry, guys, but I only care about shitting in your purse. It's simple enough. I figured I would come in and shit in everyone's purse, except I'm not going to tell you it's pudding. I'm going to tell you I shit in your purse. Because I know a lot of these guys really enjoy that. That's simple enough. I mean, expect the mind to be twisted on this channel. Simple enough. And thank you for your comment. Yeah, when it comes to QHHT practitioners, you have to think anything indigo, crystal, rainbow, starseed, da 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 da. All of that stems from one source: Dolores Cannon and QHHT. See, that's the, and I'm not even going to say it's the problem that I have with all of this, but if you were to talk about these people plagiarizing someone's work or watering down someone's legacy, Dolores would be at the top of the list. And I will repeat, if it has anything to do with indigo, crystal, rainbow children, star seeds, earth angels, yeah, about to die for trying to play. Simple enough. If it has to do any of that, it all came from Dolores Cannon. Simple enough. Now, when I hear readers say, like, let's talk about Beyond the Veil. What does she say? She said that the judgment for harming a starseed is bad. I'm going, it's bad. And that's fine. I can't do anything about that. I have lost a starseed before. I've lost starseed before. A couple, as a matter of fact. And now that I think about it, one self-deleted due to it was like, you ever seen True Blood? Like having some Bill and Sookie shit going on. When I'm trying to convince a 21-year-old kid that they're obviously not crazy, they just like droogs. They like going to the doctor and changing the way that they feel, and I can understand that. I've been there, so I can understand that. However, when I'm noticing the telltale signs, I'm studying all of this shit, and here I have all of the key markers in front of me, and you couldn't get him off of what someone else told him. He'd had a traumatic situation. Okay, cool. The key to a spiritual awakening is having a traumatic loss. Simple enough. Simple enough. This guy, he had two dads that didn't want him there. I can understand. It's just what it is. Just what it is. I'm single dad, and my kids are grown. When I'm trying to explain to Josh that his substance use was the key to his problem. No, he had the devil in his head. That's freaking Josh. What is the devil saying to you? Little motherfucker repeated everything I was chewing about. This fucking kid, why won't he listen? I can't remember what I was saying, but he fucking repeated it word for word. Now I'm baffled. I'm like, okay, so you're a telepath. I'm sitting here going through Jose Silva mind control training, learning about how the brain is a transmitter and a receiver, and I've got a kid critiquing everything I'm saying in my head, like Jose Silva teaching his 5-year-old granddaughter how to read. So everything I'm learning in the class, I'm now seeing before my eyes. What am I supposed to think? Turn him over to some YouTube material because I understand the key to awakening. It's not that they don't want the information, they just don't want to hear it from you. Next thing you know, Tarot's talking about how they're putting self-delete spells out. They're playing spiritual warfare and all this shit on YouTube. Yeah, Josh took himself out. He self-deleted. And the mission began. Everything happens for a reason. Now, when it comes to Dolores Cannon, you have to think, and I've said it in the comments many times, I've seen starseeds do some shit that they'll either exit you straight off of your path onto the new earth or take a left straight to the nut house. Lyra Ray, the princess of Pleiades, I've seen her do some amazing things. Great. She hasn't posted online in like 5 years. So if you have that energy consistently about how it's happened to others, they target chosen ones. Your light attracts their demons, blah, 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 blah. And then they target that person and harass them until they either give up and walk away from their destiny. Whatever y'all are talking about, to me, that's talking. That's talking. So we're going to do something about it. This reminds me of that movie Ghost. If you've never seen the movie Ghost, cool, go watch it. Go watch it. You know, my birth chart fits the role of Play It Again Sam, separating the wheat from the chaff like a mollywhopping Goldberg, and it's just what it is. Simple enough. However, sharing the wealth and knowledge and abilities is what it's all about. If you've got a group of stalker bums following the homicide queen, targeting healers because of an activated light body. Oh, okay, great. So we want to figure out who is this group that is obsessed with that light. Why were they not chosen by the light? Why did they judge the light? And Ma Supreme said it. She said it. She said, "Your light makes these people feel small." Okay, cool. So we have to fucking Goldman Sachs. Thank you for the confirmation. So if the light makes these people feel small, cool. We have to build the people up. How do you build the people up? I'll coin the quote from Mystic 9. I dare a motherfucker question my abilities. that's how you lift someone up right there. Simple enough. Simple enough. They're there. They're on their path. They're daring motherfuckers to question their abilities. Simple enough. And then you've got the same markers that I look for, not only in myself and within others, that she's pulling out of a hat. Poof, here you go. Here you go. Here's another marker. You fit the role of 2026's Unmasking the Chosen Ones. Simple enough. I just posted in the community post, Loving God Wins. And what did she say? And what is the markers? You've got all these words, but yet some lady she's never met, angel in disguise, whatever you want to say, walks up and says something, I don't know, something simple enough. Just go read it. However you interpret it is what matters. Simple enough. You can't. Seers have to stop expecting people to see what they see. They're either going to see it or they're not. Everyone is going to see what resonates with them. Take everything as a message. The signs are on the wall everywhere. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Me understanding their psyop operation, them wanting to dumb you down, them wanting to spread misinformation, them wanting to cash in on prophecy. They're wanting to profit off of prophecy. Okay, great. That's not their role. That's not their mission. And by doing that, they have got everyone under judgment and they don't care. You're talking about a corrupt group of narcissists She already said it. Your light makes these people feel small. They know they won't ascend, so trying to bring you down is the only thing that makes them feel better. Okay, well, great. As a healer, then you let them just, if they want to feel better by trying to bring the light down, that's fine. You just keep reminding them how small they truly are. Simple enough. And quit giving them your energy. Simple enough. Put the focus where the focus goes. Now, when I hear Mystic Nine talking about a powerful seraphim has awakened on your planet, you can go over to Pisces Kingdoms channel, and she talks about how the sun is the last person these people wanted to wake up. And you have to think, as a divine test of souls for starseed energy, which is sun star energy, you get straight from the divine. These karmics are starting to figure out that you were onto their schemes the whole time. Well, yeah, if I keep telling them for a year to quit messing with God's plan, when I know what God's plan is the whole time, I'm on the path. If I'm on the divine path, you can't expect people to understand that. Queen's Eye, she just said, your path is tailor-made for you. Yes, when you hear the words spiritual warrior, simple enough, higher self channel can tell you that. You're shown divine favor. God loves you. Do. No, it's very simple. There's 3 ways to exit out before the reincarnation wheel. And we've talked about this before. With Anubis. Do you see Anubis, that guy right there? The higher self channel said it beautifully. The big kahuna comes. You can stand there and breathe in the blue. Oh, my starseed mission's over. I'm at my exit point. Yay! Strike me down, and I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Star Wars quote. Poof, you ascend. Bloop. Or you can take the dumbass roll. You can take that dumbass roll. You can run towards that 100-foot wave like a barbarian. You've got your baseball bat and your flashlight. You're running towards it. You got your little pew pew, your badge of honor, your Order of the Dragon shield. You've got all that shit. You're running in that village, and the wave knocks you down. You're battered. You're bruised. You're broken. You experience more pain as an infant immortal soul than you can possibly imagine. Until your final breath of life-giving air. And then, poof, you come back with a tailor-made life with divine favor. You've got all these signs, synchronicities. You're doing a dance with the universe. La, 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 la. People are pissed at you. Why are you so much better than everyone else? Why is your light so much brighter than everyone else's? Fucking how many lifetimes have you lived? Holy shit. Dolores Cannon, she really knows how to put people in their place. Because you'll have people run around, I'm an old soul. She said, when you hear someone say that, an old soul doesn't mean anything more than that's a fucking slow learner. Listen, she's right. It means you've done this so many fucking times. Sooner or later, though, we gotta learn. Sooner or later, we gotta get it right. I'm an old soul. Fuck you, great. So how many times have you failed the 3rd grade? I'm an old soul in the 3rd grade. I'm fucking 17, but I love the 3rd grade. It's just I'm an old soul. Simple enough. Simple enough. So that's where it is. And you got to think, 2026, we're just now at March. We've got a whole year of this shit to go. Simple enough. If you've got all of that energy of the wake-up call, okay, great. You have 3 waves of volunteers. The second wave, your job is just to be. But when you're dealing with all of these people that are attracted to your diamond crystalline light, affecting you just being, they're just getting karma. Amazing how that works. You're the karma light code activator of positive and negative karma. You're the blessing and the lesson, and everyone's soul chooses the lesson instead of the blessing. Hey, do you have to bite? You jackal-headed monster, you. Do you have to bite? I'm listening to Mystic Nine. She says, there's a seer with Jesus beside him, and Anubis is in the house. And Daisy looked up like the cat's listening to Egyptian music. Simple enough. Simple enough. So, and you have to think, these people don't want to be exposed. I don't give a shit. I'm not here for what people want. Simple enough. Each of you is here to do something that no one else can do. The more that they pull you off of what you came here to do, the more chances you are going to have of doing all of this over again. Simple enough. Thank you, Josh, in the comments. You show up at just the right time. We don't have any of those in our area. I mean, you would have to look. You would have to Google QHHT, find a practitioner in my area. That is the Dolores Cannon method. Simple enough. Simple enough. Right? And you have to think, she's been doing this since the 60s. So anyone that talks about any of that shit, great, it all stemmed from her. And the number one thing I know as a QHHT practitioner, none of that past. My job is to leave all of that shit in the past. Everything that you learn about a past life, you leave in the past. It's what's fucking up your present moment. The energies that you carry over from a past life are what's screwing up your present, which is the gift. Simple enough. You have to leave it in the past. Once it's left in the past, then you can grow. You're pruning all of the dead foliage off of your tree of life, right? And now you've got what? Pisces and 1717 on the clock. You've got Pisces ancestors that are now what? That are now burning people's family trees down. Simple enough. It's karma. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about it. It doesn't matter what these people do. I'm going to mirror it. They're targeting chosen ones. Okay, cool. Well, then I kind of choose all of you. Simple enough. I'm going to target you too with 5-star reviews. Hell, I call that advertising. They tried to take out a healer because of his light. Okay, well, now I'm looking for a healer's light body up. Silly group. This Beyond the Veil. This reminds me of the movie Ghost. Well, Starseeds do use movies for soul contracts. Let me just go over here to the movie Ghost and pop up the soul contract. See what it says. Mystic 9. Starseed astral battles are how your movies are made. Yeah, that's how you get your soul contracts. Wouldn't you know? Pre-birth contracts. Simple enough. And no, there is no escape at this point. It's called the divine test of souls for a reason. It's what it is. It's amazing to me how the minute that we start recording these dark entities that are working through these people that all of these girls are talking about, I start getting the notification. You got readers talking about illegal surveillance. Cool. We're just going to return that energy to them tenfold. And yet, a lot of readers are talking about people being haunted. Yeah, as a QHHT practitioner working with the angels and an angelic Reiki master, one of God's favorite angel alchemists, it looks like, they would be haunted. And I hear the ancestors are just targeting them. And what they fail to realize is what one of the readers has said, the ancestors want the sun to have clarity first before the Most High God calls down judgment on them. So they're just setting themselves up for failure. That's why it's an unstoppable force. It's an unstoppable energy. As soon as I have clarity, okay, great. The mind of the Creator returns that energy to them tenfold. Didn't God tell their stupid ass, touch not my anointed? And you got to think, every time they do it, they get a tenfold return, positive or negative. Simple enough. Simple enough. What is the what did Ma Supreme say? These people have done something so horrible, so unnatural, that temperance has the world upside down. Well, yes, if you have a whole group that is constantly sending out negative energy, getting a tenfold return, that's natural disasters instead of growth. How are we growing anything? How are we moving forward? And it's just what it is. I mean, you have to think, anytime you're going to grow a crop where we are separating the wheat from the chaff, you got that phoenix rising energy. Okay, great. You have to burn the crops. You burn it all down. That way you have all these nutrients in the soil for the next harvest when it grows. Simple enough. I mean, when you hear that energy of a phoenix rising from the ashes, I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to be the ashes, but I'm going to be the phoenix. Simple enough. Simple. If you got a phoenix rising from the ashes, it's just what it is. You can choose to be ashes if you want to. Simple enough. God wants to experience everything. That's the problem they have with me. Can I help you? God even wants to be a dog. Simple enough. You know the difference between cats and dogs, don't you? Pisces, your energy field. And that's the thing, is I'm looking for this Pisces sun energy field. It's just what it is. When I keep hearing them, they put the sun on an altar. Oh God, they're trying to block out the sun. Oh, we've got all this crazy shit happening. Well, where? Who's this crazy shit happening to? Simple enough. I wouldn't know unless tarot told me. That's the beautiful thing about divine protection. Right, and you have to figure out, are the tarot readers full of shit? Are they just, are they just spewing anything they want to out of their mouth? Or is there some validity? Well, we got to look over here at this other tarot reader. Hey, wouldn't you know, we're back on our path of unmasking God's chosen ones for 2026. Simple enough. Karmic readers take it. When you take energy from the sun, consciously or unconsciously, if you're not creating, it's for you to learn. Simple enough. Everybody is learning. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody is learning on their own. It comes with the territory of when that temperance angel pops into your reality, it is a lesson or a blessing times 3 with karma or dharma tenfold. And we inherently have a natural amount of negative people that want the lesson instead of the blessing. And that's fine. That's what they came to learn. They came to learn their lesson. Right? What comes with the territory? Oh God, look what that person is doing to us. Yes, everything you project in thoughts, words, and actions returns to you tenfold. But so that means we can be greedy and we can just wish upon a star with all of our positive energy. No. I don't have any soul contracts with you, and I call my power back. You're not going to siphon my energy for your blessings. No. You must create on your own, kind sir and ma'am. Simple enough. Oh God, why is my life falling apart? Fucking, did you build it on my tablecloth? If I come over to your house and I throw a tablecloth down on your table and you start building all kinds of shit on my fabric of energy, when I call my energy back, what happens to all the shit you put on my tablecloth? I came over to visit. I understand that. So when I leave and I take my tablecloth with me after you've grabbed your tweaker bag and dumped it all out on my tablecloth, well, when I leave, my tablecloth is attached to me. So when I leave, my table like fucking Spawn's cape. When I leave, Spawn's cape comes with me, and all your shit you put on top of my fabric of energy comes with me as well. That's not your energy. Simple enough. Simple enough. And you have to think, it's a divine, and you've got to, Is it different? Yes. What these evil people are used to being able to do to others, they can't do to this energy. They're not allowed to do. It's do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Oh God, I've been doing this to myself. Yes, bully, quit hitting yourself. Simple enough. In a group, whoa, well, maybe if we come together in numbers to what? Fail the divine test of souls? Absolutely. That's what we want. The more failures, the more winners in the end. The more failures in a competition, the more winners in the end. Simple enough. But when I have that energy of a whole army went up against one starseed that's basically the umpire or the judge that throws your ass off of the field in the divine test of souls on a soul level of all things. Simple enough. And I mean, we've got a list. We've had everything in the cards. Simple enough. Everything from mob ties to humans in a traffic jam to witches and warlocks and corrupted cops and wifey waiting for the crooked cop to get his nose of honor, sticking his nose up at people. Simple enough. The human resonance of the earth does not support your life anymore. It's just what it is. You have to raise your vibration. You have to be a higher. You can't be a lower vibrational life form on this planet. Earth doesn't want you here. Neither does God. Simple enough. God wants you to come home. It's just what it is. God's calling you home. The earth doesn't want you here anymore. Simple enough. And Dolores Cannon has told you that since before she passed away in 2013. Now, I didn't find Dolores until later in life. And what did she say? You have to get started now. Now! You have to get started now. Simple enough. How do I equate that to a Pleiadian Master's Diamond Light Merkaba? The exact same thing as going to a pet store and buying a fish. I'm going to go buy me a little Nemo. Oh, I'm going to go Nemo and I'm going to have it in a bag. And I'm going to take my sweet little Nemo home to its new aquarium. It's like a whole new world. It's like a new earth. And I'm going to have to put that bag. If you've never bought a fish, the fish comes in a bag. When you get home, you take the bag and you acclimate the fish's little bag environment to the bigger environment. And once it's acclimated, then you can pour it in. Oh, the fish is so happy. You just go and dump Nemo in the water. Nemo's going to go into shock. Now your clownfish is all freaking out. Simple enough. You've turned it into an it. We all floating here. Simple enough. Anyway. You've been told your entire life it's always darkest before the dawn. The minute they saw that light, it was their darkest hour. Simple enough. I mean, when I hear a reader say that, Pisces, the presence of your light shattered all of their illusions. What, Pisces sunlight? Is it a Pisces sun? Pisces sunlight shattered all of their illusions? Okay, great. Pisces, they pretend to be who you are. What, God's favorite chosen energy? The one the ancestors have been waiting on, the old soul energy that's done this over and over and over and over again. Sooner or later, he'll get it. Sooner or later, that old soul snap the fuck out of it. Simple enough, right? And I mean, when I hear a reader say, Pisces, they should have never came for your crown. They will have to go through everything that you went through for it. What, the old soul journey? Oh God, they step in. Fucking, that's the energy. Basically, these people should not have got in God's way. Okay, great. Well, then that tells me there's a whole bunch of people. You've got mob ties, and the mob has tied in human peanut butter and jelly jam, and witches and warlocks, and corrupt officials, and wifey waiting for those corrupt officials to get their face plant of honor, and the evil pastors, and the broke, busted, and disgusted nurse Ratchet. It does. It blows my mind. Yesterday was a perfect example. You've got plenty of stories of Empathic nurses, nurses with senses, nurses who can smell, nurses who can see, nurses who can hear, nurses who can process the information. And they get on their TikToks and they get on there and they get on there and they talk about, oh yeah, this person passed and I could smell cookies, I could smell flowers. They were talking about the angels, and then you'll have another group that says, yeah, this person was seeing dark entities. The room smelled like sulfur, and then you'll have the fucking odd man out. Oh, yeah, that's just their brains. They're crazy. Blah. Okay, great. And then their perception, their opinion, and they're the kind of people that actually think their fucking opinion matters to everything. They're the fucking Karen. Can I see your manager? My opinion's the only thing that matters. That you're dealing with Karens whose opinion is you have a theory, a fact, and opinion, and these people run around like their opinion actually matters. Your opinion doesn't matter. No, no, no. Facts, that shit matters. You've got their version, and your opinion. Simple enough. That's not how it goes. You've got their version, and the truth. Their truth, your truth, and the truth. The whole truth. Simple enough. Not their truth, your truth, and some fucking Karen's opinion. Simple enough. Your opinion doesn't matter. Fucking, and that's where your narcissistic triangulation comes in, because their little fucking illusion is being shattered. Simple enough. That's the definition of Nurse Ratchet. Cool. So we've got natural disasters in the cards. Okay, great. Who's going to take responsibility for that? Number one, they would have had to have traveled around country to country. They would have had to rallied up the troops country to country. But they're looking for someone to blame. And she just said it last night. Well, you paid me to do the work. Yeah, but you did the work. They're the kind of people that flip the tables on each other. Okay, great. Guess who's getting karma? Both of you. Simple enough. Anyway, y'all do what y'all do. You do what you do. I mean, you have to think the things that they're used to being able to do: shame people, fear people, their fear tactics, they're trying to shame. Great, none of that shit's a vibrational match. None of that shit matches. That's what they're used to doing to people. Cool. Now it's going back on them tenfold, making them sick. Okay, great. The more they do it, the sicker they'll get. I agree. The more they do it, the worse off it'll be for them. It's just we want to speed up the process. Trust that process. We want to speed it up for them. All the lower vibrational shit that they're used to doing to people is going back on them tenfold, and they can't figure out why aren't our lower vibrational tactics working anymore? Because you're a fucking lower vibrational soul in a higher vibrational reality. Imagine that. Imagine that. Simple enough. Master Low is ascending while these low lives are still doing the same old thing. Simple enough. What is the issue that we're running into? Well, I can't prove that these people they can't be trusted. Simple enough. You've got too many readers that are saying these people won't even be able to reincarnate. Oh, God. Simple enough. Energy can't be destroyed, only transferred. It's got to go somewhere. It doesn't get to come back here. No. They've blown their chance. Their chances is blown. I agree with the readers that have said that. You got to think, this time last year, I heard one of the readers say they're going to have to come back as a little woodland creature. We already got them down to Daisy level. Simple enough. They would have to come back as Daisy, man's best friend, or lower than that, with, predators chasing them through the woods, small woodland furry creatures. Simple enough. And I agree with that, Riz, how the fucking wheel of karma works. Simple enough. That's the whole point of giving an animal a personality, so that it can upgrade to a human. All right, well, simple enough. And now you've got these people that are so lower vibrated, they're not even their own best friend. They can't be man's best friend. No. They don't even match that frequency. They're not even their own best friend. They're worse than that. Simple enough. So Maybe they'll come back as snakes. Maybe they'll come back as the serpents, crawling on their bellies and shit next lifetime. Simple enough. Who knows? Who knows? We're in the year of the horse now. Simple enough. But when I hear that energy in the cards, they tried to straight from the divine. They tried to sacrifice you, but you've ascended. You've been cleared of all karmic contracts. That means fucking it doesn't matter what they put out, positive or negative, that shit returns tenfold, be it natural disasters. And wouldn't you know, when you go and do the research, Pisces sun, the anointed crown of the Pisces sun will witness their karma. Huh, amazing. They're wanting that individual to have mental illness and sound crazy. Well, when you go and Google it, all of these developmental classes I've taken to heighten my remote viewing, to work on my scrying abilities, all these classes and things that I've taken have led to being able to see you on fire, to seeing plane crashes, and knowing how Nostradamus, he ran up and down the streets of the village. Everybody knows who Nostradamus is. He predicted shit that still hadn't even happened to you yet. And he ran up and down his village screaming like a fucking nutcase about all of the things that he witnessed that you hadn't even happened to you yet. Simple enough. Simple enough. Right? You're talking about people. Edgar Casey was an INFJ Pisces with the ability to astral dream walk, whatever you want to call it. Okay, great. There's people on this planet that are still studying the shit that he did. Trying to figure out we've got another, oh shit. Be on the lookout. We have another INFJ Pisces on the planet. Fucking 2 days apart in the birth chart. Oh God. And shout out to whoever told me that was like 100 years apart. That fits perfect to what we've been talking about. Every 100 years since the fall of Rome, they do a transfer of energy. Energy can't be destroyed, only transferred. Anyway, namaste.